Hey y'all, welcome back. So for today's look, we are going to be using liquid latex and tissue paper, the easiest special effects tools in the book. You're going to want to split the toilet paper in half to make it hella one ply, and then we're going to start with a layer of liquid latex all around the mouth and then start placing on the tissue paper. If you've never used liquid latex, please test it on a patch of your skin somewhere else before you put it all over your face. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So as you put the tissue paper down, you want to make sure you press it all the way down so everything sticks. And then you're going to do, like, I would say about 4 to 5 layers of liquid latex and tissue papers, just alternating between the two. And any of the tissue paper that is not stuck to liquid latex, peel off, or it's just going to look a hot mess. You're going to want to make sure that you do this quite a few times, like I said, and then after every time, make sure you really get good coverage of the liquid latex, especially around the edges, so when you're pulling on it later to put the holes in it and stuff, it's not going to peel off your face. If you are not careful, the whole thing will just come off, and then what a waste. Also, look at me, you guys. I got liquid latex on my shirt. No, it does not come out. I'm a hot mess. For my last layer, I did liquid latex and cotton balls because cotton balls are such amazing texture for a look like this. You are going to want to stick it down and then kind of peel off the excess of the top layer because then it'll just be a mess. But then obviously you are going to want to cover that top layer of cotton ball with liquid latex as well to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. It's going to be kind of stringy and funky looking, but that is what makes it so cool looking in the end. So just push all the strings down and make it work. You'll be okay. I'm going in and just hitting it with the blow dry really quickly because I didn't want to wait for it to dry, but it should look a little something like this at this point. And then now we're going to start making it look more like skin. So you're going to want to put a layer of foundation on. I'm using the Fenty foundation, which is exactly what I used on my face. I will link all the products that I have all over my face, including my eyes and my wig and all that stuff down below so you can know that information as well. But obviously this is what it should look like after you get a nice even layer of foundation on it, and then girl, we gonna powder. So go ahead and just powder that thing up. That way the foundation doesn't move around when you begin painting. So now we're getting into the fun stuff, and I'm going to be using this Mehron color wheel. I think it's in like the Bruise shade, if you will, but I'm taking the red and it looks brown, but it's actually like a purpley color, and I'm going to do an even layer of that all over. I'm just using a standard paintbrush from Michaels to do this. I love these two colors together. One, because it makes the, fake part of my mouth look more like my skin tone, and it gives it that awesome bruising effect that you would have if someone ripped open your mouth and then sewed it shut. Do make sure you blend along the edges initially as well in order to make it look a little bit more realistic. If you don't put it on your actual skin, it's going to look so fake. Next, we're going to go ahead and start cutting into the mouth. Please be so careful when you do this, you guys. I did it with my mouth shut. Maybe if you want to glue it with your mouth open a little bit, but either way, just don't cut yourself. There's no need for real blood to be involved. And then after I cut it open, I'm going to start kind of trimming the edges because I don't need it this big, to poke the holes and sew through it. So do that at your discretion. It can be as big or as small as you want to. That's up to you. I am now going in with my Makeup Forever Flash Palette, which I'm going to show you right now. And I am taking the black shade and I'm starting to fill in all the inner portion. You want to make sure you cover your mouth, your skin, and the flaps. If you are not going to add any sort of like scab blood or anything on the inside, you're going to want to set this because this is kind of shiny, so it looks a little fake on its own. But I'm going to add scab blood in soon in a minute, so I don't need to do that. But you want to make sure you cover everything so that way it looks, like a black hole. And you guys, I seen it, so you have to seen it, but doesn't this look like a really bad thing of like botched duck lips? I'm dying. I've been thinking about it ever since I started watching this footage. Here I'm adding scab blood, which is literally my favorite type of blood to use, you guys. It's so disgusting and so great for any special effects makeup look, so if you don't have it, you definitely want to get some. Now I'm starting to poke the holes into, my skin, my fake skin, if you will. I'm just taking my scissors to do this. Again, be very careful because you don't want to jam it through and then poke your actual self. And then I'm starting to string through my twine. I'm not going to lie, I didn't have a lot of footage of me doing this because I was kind of out of the frame to make sure I was seeing the holes properly. But I just, strung it through in a zigzag fashion, then tied it up on one side. And then now you just want to go with whatever methods you want to, at whatever liberty you feel like, and really just start goring this thing up. I'm going back in with the Bruise color wheel, and I am just taking more of the purple and the red and blending that out, making it darker. I am then taking a stippling sponge and doing it because obviously it's not going to be clean straight lines. It's going to be really messy. And then I'm going to add more scab blood around the holes and like dripping on the side. It's just so gross and gooey. Like, It's amazing. I am now going in with blood paste because, you know, I feel like the more types of blood you use, the better this is going to look. And I'm taking a stippling sponge and just kind of putting this all over the place, up my nose, on my cheeks, kind of down my chin, so it looks awesome. And then this is stage blood. Again, the more blood, the better it looks. This stuff is really, really sticky and can be kind of stainy, so do be careful. But I'm just kind of like pulling this up on the face and letting it drip, and then kind of putting it on the neck and moving it around. This is just so fun, but this is the messiest kind, so just be wary of that. But I'm going to run my hands through it, and then boom, there you have it. No idea what I'm calling it. Maybe, I don't know, don't talk shit, but I hope you liked it. If you did, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next one. Happy Halloween!